Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin, aka Mystical High Priestess. If you like my energy, content, and vibe, and the power, and the video resonates, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. You can follow my social media. You can even email me if you're interested in a personal reading. Small things like that goes a long way. So today's topic is going to be an interesting one. It's a little bit outside my comfort zone, but you know what? Let's do this. How is your inner child healing at this time? Okay, so there's 4 piles to choose from. I will show you each of them, and you can pick one or multiple piles. It's your choice. And if like some of the messages don't resonate, which can happen, take it with a grain of salt, because if this wasn't meant for you, and that's totally fine. But yeah, let's get started. So pile 1 is represented by Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Pile 2 is represented by Patrick and Spongebob. Pile 3 is represented by Mike and Sully. And pile 4 is represented by Mario and Luigi. Yeah. I'll see you at your piles then. And if you need more time to pick your pile, that's totally fine. I'm gonna probably post a little thumbnail now, and let's get started. Take care. Have a great day. Hi, pile number 1. So I chose Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Aww, they're adorbs. Anyways, let's get started on how is your inner child healing. Apologies for the noise. Anyways, how is pile number 1's inner child healing at this time? Spirit team. Price good of pile number 1. Ooh, definitely healing. I'll let you know what the cards are going to say. Okay. One second. Okay, this will be kind of interesting, not gonna lie. So how you're showing up in particular relationships is like, that's actually changing. So you got the 9 of Pentacles, you got the 2 of Cups, the Star, King of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands reversed, 8 of Wands, and then 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and the Tower. So it's giving, I feel like you're a bit of a giver, quite a bit actually, and you're trying to give back to yourself, and that's apparent here with the Star card. You're trying to find yourself before walking into something new with somebody else. You're getting to know yourself a little bit better. And communicating your needs, your boundaries, discerning what is a need, what's a want, what do I desire, stuff like that, and then taking action towards that. And recognizing that, like, what's holding you back, what's hindering you from taking a step forward to expand your knowledge, to take action towards your dreams, towards that creative project that you've been thinking about for a while that you haven't even bothered looking at, or you're not taking that jump, the Fool card, towards like a new beginning in terms of that kind of field. You're going back and forth. You're not sure. You're not sure if what you're doing is worth the risk. If what you're wanting to do is worth the risk. What's Power One's energy like? Yeah, you're very giving. With the Queen of Cups, you're very giving. And you might be dealing with somebody that's more intellectual, more talkative. But I think, like somebody like this, but I think you might need somebody that's more practical, that's going to put the effort in, that's going to be more emotional based, that's going to be authentic. And you've been hurt a lot, and so this is why you're covering your cup. You could be you might be dealing with an air sign or an earth sign. I don't know. You could be a water sign. Doesn't matter. Signs don't matter in terms of like astrology per se. You're coming into epiphany about something. What's this epiphany about? What's blocking you when it comes to abundance and prosperity and partnerships? Because you're really independent with the Nine of Pentacles. You're very independent. But you don't want to lose that independence. And then this is the Emperor. There's a Strength card. So really you're looking for someone that can match you. I know it's interesting because it's like inner child. So you're looking for somebody that's like a safety zone. You know? Somebody you can be vulnerable with. And so like, it's like you've been around people where, or like you've had to learn how to be independent by yourself, but you're looking for somebody that you can lean on. And that's really apparent here. You're looking for somebody that you can talk to, that will push you into like what, like that's going to be there when you achieve your dreams, right? It's going to be your encouragement. Somebody on the same page as you. You're probably doing some healing when it comes to like people in your life where you've had to, like a parental figure, for instance. You might have had to be like a people pleaser and give everything you had to the point where you were depleting your cup. And the thing is, it's not worth it. You need to actually focus on yourself first and then give access to people. Especially if they're not giving back to you. You need to have better boundaries. What do you like to do when you're younger? You were like somebody that would take chances. You'd be an artistic type. And the thing is, the divine will supersede regardless of what you do. But like, if you don't want like a strong tower moment to happen, like a strong epiphany moment to happen, it's gonna rock your world, well then you might have to like take action now instead of later, because later on it's gonna bite you in the butt. Then there's yeah, you're gonna be successful. I think you were also a mediator growing up, and you were also somebody that didn't like conflict or like disagreements, and you wanted people to get along. And maybe not a lot of people heard you. Maybe you felt invisible when you were a little bit younger. And you've had to do like the inner work, so like maybe you went to therapy, or maybe you need to do some therapy, or go do some reflection if you can. A lot of releasing to get clarity. To know more about yourself and like learn. There might be a mentor in your life that's like really quite wise, unless you're already stepping into that. Where's that coming from? I think people in the past might have tried to belittle you, make you feel bad for stuff that wasn't even yours to begin with. It was more like it's a them thing, it's not a you thing. And I think your self-esteem might be kind of wrapped up in it, because it's like, oh, I don't know if I should be asking for all these things, even though it's kind of a need for me. And the answer is, you need to ask for what you want and communicate that. And if people aren't like, let's say you set a boundary and people don't respect that boundary, well then that's your answer. It means that they might not be, or like they turn around and say, oh, you're overreacting, like you're gaslighting. They're actually gaslighting you. That's what I meant to say. They're gaslighting you, and the thing is, you can only do what you can do, and you can't control other people's reactions. And honestly, you deserve so much more than breadcrumbs, than salt all the time, than having to give up a lot of stuff all the time in order to appease somebody else. Because then it's like, so are you happy? Truly happy? If it's of use, bullet journaling might be kind of nice. People will definitely put you out in the cold. But you're gonna get clarity in terms of like what you want to do. Some people can be vampires, honestly. Energy vampires. They like siphon your energy, right? Siphon what you've actually built up for their own benefit. And then they turn around and they don't give back to you. And when you ask, hey, I need something in return, once in a blue moon, that's probably what I'm trying to say, once in a blue moon, which is like quite rare, they don't. They give you breadcrumbs. Yeah. If you're dealing with that situation, assert those boundaries and consider cutting them off. Even though it's going to hurt, because there's better people out there on the planet who aren't like that. Anyways, is there anything that your inner child wants to say? Besides what I said. Really give back to yourself. Maybe a bullet journal. Write down some of the stuff about yourself. What your dreams are. Maybe listen to music. Start that new thing that you've been thinking of doing that might actually help you out. Focus on self-care if you can. Rest. Take more rest breaks. Try to reconnect with yourself, like even with using breath work or like meditations or going out in nature or making a list of like asking those deep questions with yourself. But like slowly sometimes, right? Because if it's too much too quick, you don't know. A lot of things could go awry. Anyways, any advice? Other advice? I'm trying to think. The Sun card came out. What makes you happy? How do you define happiness? What lights you up? What gets you going? What have you not connected to recently that you know would light up that flame inside of you? In you. You know? Allow for space, you know, to feel those feelings and just see where it takes you. You. Is that all that needs to come through for the spell? Go within. Try to reconnect with yourself, especially if you've been in relationships or partnerships with people who try to dim your light to fit into a mold. And like reconnect and try to reconnect with yourself in an area, in a place where it's like, if you've lost yourself in a relationship, try to find yourself. Like, do some grounding if you can. Try to find yourself again. And, you know, you definitely aren't going to be the same person as you once were, but you can redefine yourself. What are you interested in right now? You know? Asking those types of questions really help. Anyways, I hope this was helpful whenever you're watching. Take care. Bye. Hi, Pal 2. So you chose Spongebob, Squarepants, and Patrick. Gosh. Anyways, how is your inner child healing? Oh, that's quick. I think, yeah, you're being more strategic when it comes to certain things. Like you're making moves without telling people. And that comes a long way. Right? So I'll get into it in a second. Alright. You got the Nine of Swords, the Empress, Three of Swords, the Fool, Seven of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, King of Cups, Queen of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Four of Cups. Wow. Okay. If you were wondering about love, it's definitely on the table. They're gonna match you. Yeah, I think you're concerned about when is a soulmate or a twin flame or hire something or other, or a future spouse or counterpart is coming in. They're definitely coming in. I think you'll need to do a little bit of healing in terms of, like, I think you, if this applies, I think you might have just recently dealt with a heartbreak, and you've had to reflect on yourself. You're undergoing a massive glow up, honestly. You're taking a chance. And you're being more strategic about who gets your information, who gets access, who should you go after next, if you should be attracting it. I think, honestly, what's going to be helpful is trying to work on yourself a little bit, and then, like, in the process of healing, I think it's going to come. It's just going to take some time. Yeah. This could be somebody at work or doing a creative sort of field. Like one of the things you like to do as one of your hobbies. So you might meet them. You're overcoming a lot of hurt and burdens and overworking yourself. And you're asking for what you want from the divine. It's interesting. Be careful though, because you might be the type of person that's so laser focused on something, that is very fixated on something, that you're gonna miss something. Yeah. There's definitely a bunch of people around you. Could be friends. Meet through friends or something. I think they're gonna be kind of more, it could be a water or air sign that you're gonna meet. Or a little bit of an earth combo here too. You're gonna appreciate their work ethic, and they're gonna like yours too. Jeesh. And guess what? You got the Emperor coming out. So not only do you got the King of Swords and Queen of Swords, you got the Empress and the Emperor. Let's see if because the King of Cups is on the board. Let's see if the Queen of Cups will come out. Jeesh, it just did. Queen of Cups, the Sun, and Two of Swords. You're not sure What makes you happy? I think you have to reconnect to yourself. It's like you're missing the past for a particular reason and you're not really sure why. I think part of it is actually you're missing a past version of yourself because you brought out good energy. And so you might have really thought that the person that you were just recently broke up with, or, you know, you thought maybe it was coming from them, but it actually wasn't. It was actually you all along. So you're finding yourself again. Yeah, I got something majorly bad happened. Like somebody might have cheated. They might have cheated on you. So you're a sweetheart. They could have been taking too much time to act on something. It might have been a little bit manipulative. They might have wanted you to give up something in order to be with them. Your contentment. Ooh. You know, part of the thing is that, like the Hermit, an end of a tough cycle is going to be coming up. And it's like seeing the light within and the light with external too. The light at the end of the tunnel. Having a lot of wisdom. I'm sorry that you've had to deal with something terrible, like a terrible breakup. But despite that, somebody better that's in alignment with you is going to be coming through pretty quick. There might be some resistance at the beginning, but then it's going to like, you have to build maybe a little bit of trust, especially if you dealt with somebody that in the past cheated or something. I'm using that as an example. It could be something else. So it's going to take some time for you to drop your guard, maybe even with them. But it's going to be worth it in the end. And also, they're definitely a match. They might be already in your energy field, or watching you, or somewhere proximity-wise near you. That's going to resonate for some people. Yes? I don't know. One sec. There's some resistance here when it comes to something new. Maybe it's because it's like you've been through a lot, and I understand. Maybe somebody thought you were like an option. Could have been an earth sign that did this. Yeah, definitely it's giving third party, even if it's like maybe it wasn't like with a particular person, but I feel like it could have been with somebody, your third party. But a third party could also be like with work. They were juggling other things and like juggling their options that they weren't actually committing. And that's devastating news. Especially if you want commitment. One sec. Maybe you wanted them to boss up to be that person, but then they never did, and then you turn around and do something kind of not very nice, and it's like it's like it's gonna be think you're gonna have a massive glow up from inside out. And it's gonna be helpful. Yeah. Hold on. Yes. Yeah, you're gonna like supersede a bunch of things. So like if this other person has other options, the new person, you're gonna beat the other options. And if your ex tries to come back, it's like, if your ex tries to come back, just be careful, because the thing is, you don't want to jeopardize something new with somebody else. So I wouldn't risk it, yeah, because you're gonna feel much happier and like much uplifted and supported, and it might even be your forever person, or somebody that's like very uplifting, go with the flow, family oriented, seeing eye to eye, not codependent. Anyways, any other advice? You're manifesting your dreams. But, like, honestly, if somebody did you dirty, don't go back to them. Okay? Do not go back to them. Because you're not gonna... I would not want to sabotage something more worthwhile for somebody that's, like, not worth it. Anyways, I want to say something. Try to cultivate some of that happiness from within. If you can. Anything else? Yep, definitely. Wow. Could be Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. Definitely watching you. Yeah. Somebody might have hurt them too. You can get clarity about who this is pretty quick. This video might have actually given you clarity already. They view you as a bee's knees. Like, they view you as, wow. They're gonna, ooh, they're a giver. But, like, it's gonna take some time for you to, like, get out of, like, heal some of those wounds. Yeah. But it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna turn out. Just give it time. Time and space. Oh my god, I opened the deck and it's the Empress again. There's the Tower. And there's the Star. What just recently popped out was the Emperor again. Oh my gosh. Sheesh. Sheesh kebab. Anyways. This person, whoever this Emperor is, they're gonna prioritize you. That's what I'm saying. They're probably gonna prioritize you. And the Emperor doesn't have to be masculine. It could be. It's just whoever you're interested in. View as that. Anyways. That's really cool. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. And it's like, you're gonna be really strong. Good friends. Anyways, that was helpful whenever you're watching, okay? Okay, bye. Great day. Let me know how it goes, okay? Okay, bye. Hi, pile 3. So you chose Mike and Sully. So let's get started when it comes to how is your inner child healing. Thank you. think there's some core wounds you have with money and abundance and prosperity. Okay, so you got the Page of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, 10 of Swords, King of Wands, and Strength card. Why is the King of Wands sitting here? What does that mean? Queen of Wands again or King of Wands? Queen of Pentacles again or King of Wands? Okay. Ten of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, sorry, 10 of Swords, 10 of Swords, please. So you've had some losses when it comes to money matters, partnerships and stuff like that. And I think you're trying to heal and learn how to make money moves better. How to address, how to deal with your fears, how to not self-sabotage, and how to discern a little bit easier. Okay. Sorry, energy right now. But yeah, you're taking a step back, you're reflecting, and you're trying to release and let go, and you're also trying to make moves in silence, just because there might be somebody trying to take from you. Yeah, somebody's trying to take your ideas or something, or there might be somebody that's just pocket watching or being a little too nosy. Yeah. They're a little bitter, so they're not where they want to be in life, so they want to use what you have, take what's yours, even though it's not theirs. Be careful of where you're putting your energy towards, and you feel drained around particular things. It's probably because there's somebody around that's not good. Not good for your energy. It seems like could be this could actually be an immature male, masculine energy or something. Considering there's 3 kings popping out and there's a queen popping out. And the thing is, to clarify the King of Cups, there's the Page of Cups. Yeah, you're like a Queen of Wands energy. So 2 queens has popped out. But it's somebody's definitely watching you, somebody younger. I don't like this, but maybe you're going through a divorce and somebody wants more than their fair share, even though they work, and stuff like that. It could be even how some people out there, they don't like it when other people do better than they do, in terms of making more money than they do. So they always view it as a competition. So it hurts their ego when somebody strong and can do it does it better and makes a lot more money. Be careful who you give your attention to. Stop giving your attention to, if you can, stop giving your attention to the situation that's going on, that's transpiring, that's not good. The fears. Stop being so available if you can. Stop being so available for people. For this person in particular. Stop showing all your cards. Be confident, yes. But maybe not tell everybody your victories. Not everybody's going to be good. I think people might be sending you evil eye, honestly, or jealousy. They're not happy with where they're at. They're discontent. So they want to make you discontent or detached or disconnected. They want to drop a couple pegs because they're at a lower peg. So they get a thrill of dropping people's pegs. It's like, really? Seriously. You are protected though. It's just, you have to be careful. Yeah. I think people want to trap you in terms of like contracts. And that's the thing. Know your worth, add tax, and then figure it out. Like in terms of like work. And stop lowballing yourself, undervaluing yourself. Be more confident if you can. Recognize what's causing that core belief, that that's like the reasons behind why you feel not as confident, or why you're undervaluing yourself, or lowballing yourself when it comes to other people. See, I don't think people like it. Some people might not appreciate the fact that I'm calling them out, but like to help you out, but like. Whoop-de-ding dong. If you're in something really great, like in terms of love, some people might be trying to like steal your person. Not gonna lie. Somebody's definitely watching and lurking. This has been trying to come out for a while. You're like really balanced. You're getting your ish together. You're walking away from things that aren't serving you. And people don't like that. Please be careful of like who you're giving your time, energy, effort, and stuff. Because time, energy, effort, those are priceless. Anyways, just 1 second. Look. So it's like recognizing core beliefs about yourself that you might not realize are hindering your growth, are hindering why you let people take advantage of you, are hindering, you know, like I get it. You don't want to. You want to be very trusting, but sometimes people aren't. People aren't as nice as you are. I'm gonna just Spiritin, can you? Yeah, thank you. Anyways, any other advice? Any other advice? See, it's like divine is working. It's working in your favor. Stop putting energy into like what people are thinking, saying, whatnot. Stop. Don't worry about that. Get back to yourself. Yeah. Sheesh. Yes. Your luck's gonna change in a good way. You're moving forward in a good way. Yeah, after a big, massive moment that didn't go very well. You're persevering and you're figuring things out. Use your discernment, use your intuition, please. This could be like people in the workplace, your friends, your family. People that know your person, whoever your person is. Yeah. Disregard what's going on, like disregard what's happening in terms of like, because it's like with certain energy, lower vibe wants to make you lower, but you're like, okay, so this is a person, it's like really low, you're way up here, so to try and get you down here, they're gonna try and incrementally or like drain your energy vampire. So just not everybody that's in your in your corner is cheering for you. Okay. Channel messages from Pathways Inner Child. Taking action. Don't let their energy affect you if you can. Maybe you have to do some cleansing rituals. Like the egg cleanse or like a, I don't know, some other rituals. Interesting. Interesting. Hold on. Okay, so what's this one? Oh. Somebody doesn't like the fact that you have options. Because it was upright. You don't like the fact that you have options. You know, honestly, the amount of effort that they're trying to throw your way could be used to, like, change your life for the better. Anyways, I hope that was helpful whenever you're watching, okay? Hope you have a great day. Anyways, take care. Okay, bye. Just know who your hidden enemies are, okay? Bye. Hi, Pal 4. So you chose Mario Luigi. I know, I'm a little corny. I'm a little quirky, but heck, take it or leave it. I don't know what to tell you. So let's see. How is Pal 4's inner child healing? Actually, I'm going to do something interesting. Okay. I should do this. If you're coming from Pal 3, I can tell Pal 3 was kind of dense. And this seems more uplifting. Yeah. Okay. Pal 4. Spiritum. 5 cards. One at a time. You know me, one at a time. One at a time. One. Oopsies. Like your energy seems more light. 4, it seemed like somebody was trying to drain pile 3. No biggie. We're on 2 different piles, so it's fine. Okay. Got the 7 of Wands, Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Tower, Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, and 10 of Pentacles. What's pile 4's energy like? What's pile 4's energy like? Knight of Swords. Getting clarity, taking swift action. Okay, clarify that. Stuck, like forward action. You might feel a little stuck. And, like just, you might only be seeing one option, but you have a lot more options than you realize. Or it could be some sort of message if that's helpful for you. Let's see, any more cards? Can these come through? You might be trying to up-level yourself really quick. And the thing is, it comes with time and experience. You know? Like it just, with life happens, right? It comes with time and experience. So I see there's a Page of Wands here, and then there's Queen of Wands, Nine of Cups, and Ace of Wands. So it's giving like this feeling of wanting to self-master something. But it's like there's some sort of resistance when it comes to what the divine is trying to tell you. You're gonna have an epiphany. Could be about what you're cultivating, what you're giving energy and time into. Seems like you're like kind of like trying to juggle things, and I don't know if you're like overly doing it. Does that make any sense? Yeah, you're trying to balance yourself out. You need to balance yourself out because I think you're overly doing it. Like maybe you're overindulging, maybe you're overly working really hard. Yeah, you're overly working really hard to make something happen. Come on, I need another queen. Why isn't there another queen? Come on. Okay, so you're definitely more fire or earth. And somebody else is like a water, air, and earth. So that's giving I think you want to have a good time, and that's great and all. But it's like I think you're almost maybe overly pushing yourself. You might burn out a little bit. What's this action towards? What's this action being taken towards? I need a couple cards, please. What's the clarity about? What's the clarity about? One card, I saw a couple cards. Dun, dun. What's the clarity about? It's like a new beginning that you want to start, that you're taking a leap forward towards. But it's like you're just starting out and you want to be at the end of it. Like you're not actually... enjoying the present moment. You're not, like, okay, I feel like if you're not overly indulging, which is possible, I think you work so hard all the time, you don't actually take a rest break. You don't do that. You also might be the type of person that, as soon as you achieve something, you move on to the next thing right away without actually taking a breather to let it soak in that you just achieved something, like you, that you just achieved something kind of massive that a past version of you would have never dreamed about achieving in the longest time. You achieve it, and then like you don't even take a breather, you don't take a step back to enjoy the roses or like to enjoy the view. You're so focused on the next thing that you're not actually appreciating the journey. Sometimes it's not always just the destination, it's the journey and how you got there that matters. You're so lighthearted. You just want to take it easy. There might be some people that are like, they like your lighthearted energy to the point where they're like really attracted to it, but then they don't really want to commit. So like, if you're wanting somebody to commit, I think something's gotta, your energy's gotta be tweaked a little bit somehow. Inner child. It's like your inner child wants to roam free. But sometimes kind of like there needs to be a balancing act to where it's like being practical and being like realistic, and then also being fun and bubbly if you can. And I'm not saying dim your light in any way, no, not that at all. I'm just saying like depends on what you're looking for. Like if you want commitment, you need somebody that's gonna be in alignment with you a little bit. And I think you're quite victorious for what you do. You actually don't need nobody, but having somebody is kind of nice. Okay, let's see. Okay. I think you're up-leveling. You're gonna hit that point where you're up-leveling so much that like your external reality isn't gonna be reflected so much the same way as your internal reality, and so like it might not keep up right away, and so maybe that's why things aren't working out when it comes to love right away. I don't know. Like there's like a King of Swords that's taking a step back. There's a King of Pentacles that wants to chit chat. There's a King of Cups that's kind of immature because they're getting clarified by the Page of Cups. Like they're curious, but they might not be taking action. Because you're a Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles, you kind of need somebody that's gonna have a little juju and like come after you a little bit. See, Queen of Cups, Star. It's like you're not feeling fulfilled with this with some of your options. It's because you're up leveling to the point where you're probably going to be more of an empress. You need like an emperor. You're like emotionally intelligent. Very intelligent. Yeah. You could be, somebody might need to know this. I don't know. If somebody left you on the cold and they've been lingering in your mind, you actually thought that they might have been somebody more significant in your life, they might come around. If not, don't worry about it. Somebody new, somebody better is going to come around. What's this guard energy about? What's this guard energy about? It's like you're a powerhouse, so you need somebody that's like a powerhouse in itself too. And if you can't find somebody that's like a powerhouse in itself, then I don't know what to say. There's somebody out there for you. Yeah, there is for sure. It's because the King of Wands just came out. Sheesh. Like the King of Wands, the person that's going to take actual actions coming towards you. But it's like, there's like a weird... Okay, I think you're going to need a cleanse. Because I feel like somebody's trying to block it. Yeah. Do more cleansing, more protection rituals if you can, okay? Against like evil eye and stuff, black magic and stuff, okay? So it could be a group of people that's trying to do that, trying to block it. Somebody said that there's some people will inadvertently try to get in the way of you finding your other person by like trying to like make it seem like they're like give you breadcrumbs or something. It's like cock blocking. I don't know if I can even say that. Like sometimes people will try to like, you know, because they don't want you achieving that. So then what they'll do is they'll like try to like entertain you, even though they have no vision of it moving forward past that point. So if that's the case, well then you gotta let that go. Some might think it's like a game. Is this like a game? Someone might think it's like a game or something. Oh, hold on. Somebody might think it's a game or something. Know your worth. Don't settle. Run away from red flags, okay? Okay. Ask for what you want from the universe. Okay? Know your standards. Don't settle for less than. Okay? Is there any other advice? Oh. Is there any advice for channeling? The channel when this comes through? Hold on. Okay. Alright. I hope that was helpful whenever you're watching. You have a great rest of your day, okay? Take care. Bye.